Assalammualaikum and hi. In this video, we're going to explain about heat transfer in palm oil. Before we go deeper in this topic, heat is a form of energy that can be transferred from one object to another. Heat also can be released through chemical reaction or can be trapped for a limited time by an insulator. Heat often released along with other kind of energy. Process of heat transfer from high energy reservoir to low temperature reservoir. In thermodynamic, the movement of heat across the boundary of the system is due to the temperature difference between the system and the surrounding. There are three modes of heat transfer, namely conduction, convection, and radiation. Conduction is transfer of heat between two solids. For example, boiling water by thrusting a red hot piece of iron in it. Next, convection is transfer of heat between the solid surface and the liquid. For example, steaming cup of hot tea. Last, when two bodies are at different temperature and is separated by a distance, it is the definition of radiation. We can see it from the heat from sun warming your face. This is an example picture for three modes of heat transfer. There are a few of heat transfer exchanger that are used in palm oil, which are scraped surface, gasket welded plate, shell and tube, spiral plate, and double pipe. What are the function of heat transfer? The function of heat transfer are heat transfers are used to transfer heat from a fluid on the side a barrier to a fluid on the other side without allowing the fluid to mix together. Heat exchanger maximize the surface area of a wall that is used between two fluid while minimizing any resistance to the flow of a fluid through the exchanger. You are probably wondering what type of equipments are being used in the palm oil production. And what are the example of heat transfer heat equipment are being used in the palm oil production, and what are its mechanisms that we can learn? The production of palm oil contains many processes. The first process is to reel and transport the FFB into the mill. FFB stands for fresh fruit bunch. The second step is to overview the palm oil mill. The third step is the refinery process, where the heat exchanger equipment is present. The fourth step is a deodorizer. Deodorization is a distillation process using stem as a carrier in order to remove unwanted odor and taste from a degummed or neutralized oil for the purpose of producing high quality oil. Fifth step is quality control. Quality control is to enhance the quality of an oil that has been produced. The last step before the palm oil has been distributed to the market is the bottling of the neutralene golden palm oil. Palm oil mill process of sterilization. Sterilization is one of the key processes in any palm oil mill. Fresh fruit bunches are cooked using steam as the heating medium. The use of high temperature is to cook soft fruit bunches, and it will undergo sterilization in order to make it easier to separate the fruit and the bunches. and it also increases the humidity of the fruit and making it easier to take the oil, but also to make verification easier in the separation of the core shell process, which will prevent enzymatic decomposition and to avoid elevated levels of free fatty acid. Utilities use horizontal sterilizer, vertical sterilizer, and continuous sterilizer. Palm oil mill process of bunch reception. Palm fruit are unloaded into the cleaning storage platform during palm oil mill processing, and all hydraulic segments are discharged. Utilities used are stripper. Palm oil mill process of threshing. Strong vibration is produced so that the fruit and the fruit bunches can be separated. Utilities use nut and fiber separator. Fiber separation. The extrude fiber pie enters air separation system after getting crushed to get separation of fibers and cores. Palm oil mill process of pressing. The purpose of mashing is to separate the pulp and nut and crush the palm pulp. At the same time, the steam is used to cook the palm fruit and break the shell of the pulp. Because of the cooking, sterilizing, threshing, and mashing make the pulp soft and damages the pulp cell structure. The palm pulp then becomes soft and the cell is broken. Then it is sent to the continuous screw press. After pressing, oil palm fruit is then divided into two parts, the mixture of oil, water, and solid impurities, and the press cake. Utilities used are fruit elevator, digester feed conveyor, fruit recycle conveyor, and the digester 3000 liter. Palm oil mill process of clarification. Machine press crude oil first diluted with water washing. Through settlement and filtration, the fiber material is removed from the oil and then carried out into the continuous settlement. The whole part is then divided into two parts, oil and sediment. The oil and the sludge is then taken out in order to be separated. Palm oil mill process of purification. Oil purification process is to improve the palm oil purity. Palm oil mill process of drying. Continuous vacuum dryer with oil out of the water. The water can be reduced to 0.1%. Utilities used are first stage pre-clean CW pump, vertical continuous setting tank, pure oil tank, and pure oil pump. Palm oil mill process of raw water supply. The use of remote substation technology in order to produce more energy and improve the production efficiency.